Hi guys, welcome back to Saving Salvage, welcome back to the channel. Right, in today's video we will be doing something slightly different. Around about a month ago, my nan, at a roundabout, she had a collision with another car. The other car rear-ended her and then kindly sped off without giving any details or anything. So it's left my nan with a big damaged rear end. And obviously, because the driver sped off and gave no details, she has been left to repair it herself. So obviously, me being the mechanic of the family, I have been tasked to repair this for her. So in today's video, I will be showing you how I saved her a bunch of money by buying her a car from Copart. Let's go check it out. So here we go. We have two Honda Jazz. This is my nan's car. As you can see the damage here, look, where she's been hit. Bit of damage to the bumper and quite considerable damage to the boot. Now obviously she went to the body shop first to get some quotes on this, and because of how the lines are and how tricky that would be, it's very difficult. She went to two body shops and they both quoted her £600 just to repair that damage. Now obviously she didn't really want to spend £600, so she asked my advice and I said, leave it with me, I might be able to do something slightly cheaper to repair it. So I've been looking out. I thought to myself, it might be cheaper to actually buy a written off Honda Jazz that's had damage on the front end and just simply replace the parts. So here we have it. It's a 2012 Honda Jazz that's been completely smashed in on the front end. Now originally I won this bid 2 weeks ago for £350, not including fees, because Copart seller fees are extortionate. So you could add at least another 25% to that for the final bill. So I won it for £350. And the seller kindly counter offered me £1,500 plus fees for that. A completely mashed up Honda Jazz Cat S, literally worth probably £4,000, not Cat S and fixed. So no way in hell was this dreamer going to get 1,500 quid for that. So I said no, and he relisted it for the next week. So the next week come past, and again I won the bid, but this time for 250 quid, so 100 quid less than I won it the previous week. So obviously the sellers by this point probably realised he's not going to get anywhere near his 1,500 quid, and he counter offered me £500. Now me being me, I could have countered him with my original bid the week before at 350, but I decided no, I'm going to counter him 300 quid. I'll meet him in the middle. And after about a day, he finally accepted my £300 bid for this car. So with fees on top, it worked out at £411, and I went and collected it. So it just gives you an idea of how expensive Copart is. I won the bid for 300 quid, and I ended up paying over 30% more in that, more on top just in fees. But £411 later, we have a smashed up 2012 Honda Jazz. Now I forgot to mention before, I did actually look on eBay prior to obviously trying to source another car. Tailgates for these cars, the cheapest one I found was 300 quid and in completely the wrong colour. None of them were the same colour as this, so we were looking at £300 just for the tailgate plus painting. So, and then the bumper on top of that as well. So you're looking at a good 360, 370 just to get the tailgate, not including the bumper. So I've obviously now told you I spent £411 on this, and it's got a perfectly good boot in the right colour, perfectly good bumper in the right colour, and there's also some damage to the door, which is a previous accident, I think. But the good news is the door on this one is all perfect. So not only can I get the bumper and the boot, I can also take a door off it as well. And there's also, I think she's got a bit of trim missing. Bit of trim missing on the rear door there, which this one does have. So there you go, it's got other benefits. There's loads of little bits I can rub on of this that will make that car better. So we paid 411, we'll take all the bits off, we may swap them over, and then I'll resell this. I mean, even if I sell it to the scrap man for 100 quid, that means it's only cost me 311 quid. Right, let's get on with repairing it. Let's just hope all the bits do swap over nice and seamless. So you've got the boot lids off. That was fairly straightforward, to be fair. I unnecessarily undone all the ancillaries in the boot here, but then realised it was actually a lot easier just to pull the cable out of there and pulls the whole lot out. I thought that would be buried in there and be a nightmare to get to, but it was actually really easy just behind there. Right, first slight problem. Seems our load lip here is slightly bent. Let me take you over to this one. That shows how it should be, and unfortunately it is not an interchangeable part. It is welded on by the looks of it, so if you can see with my trusty hammer, hopefully I'll just be able to hammer it flat. There we have it, the boot's all switched over and all looking good. There she is, look. Everything's all working nicely. The only slight issue is obviously where they've impacted the boot here. As you can see here, look, they've actually pushed the chassis rail inwards a little bit, and it's drawn the bumper in very slightly. So as you can see, with the boot shut, got your gap that side, it's just a little bit smaller that side, but all the other gaps are absolutely spot on. So it has just pulled this inner section in just a little bit, so there's nothing I can do about that. So it's only marginal, you can't really notice it anyway. It looks mostly okay. So that'll do, mate. That is the boot done. Onto the door. Right, so it's on to replacing the door. As you can see here, I'm not sure what's happened here. I think this is just an old accident, but you can see it's quite badly dented there. So we're going to take the door off the other car because that's in good nick. The only thing it's got on it is like a rub strip, what they called, I don't know, I can't remember what they're called, damage strip. So we've got to remove that. I think that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm hoping it's just glued on, bonded on, not drilled on, otherwise there'll be holes, which is no good. So first thing we're going to do is try and remove that first, make sure it's all good, and then we can swap the door over. And I'm also hoping once I've removed the door that this wing is not actually damaged, it's just pushed in. So I'm hoping once the door's removed, I'll be able to just get my hands behind there, maybe a little bit of heat and just pop it out. So let's crack on with that. Beautiful. Oh, and the best thing about that is there's no residue. Loving life, that was perfect. These are so much easier to work on. Literally 3 seconds to disconnect that wiring loom from inside the car. Literally just had to pull this like under tray trim off. Literally just pulls out, and then 2 seconds with the torch under a connector, pulls straight out. It was the same with the boot. That was really easy as well. Oh, I should have picked Hondas to work on instead of VAGs. Much more difficult. Right, we'll strip the other door. Right, so doors are both off. I didn't bother recording the other one because it'd just be the same footage. So there's our old door, which looks considerably cleaner than the new one, but I have had a look. It is dirty, but there's no actual damage. If anything, actually, there's a little bit of damage on the, you can see there, look, there's a bit of damage on the cloth. Well, this one's actually in good nick, it's just dirty. So I'll connect everything up. If everything all works, I will just leave it and just give it a good clean. It should actually come out a little bit better than that one. But onto the mirror. I'm going to swap over the mirrors just because it looks horrible. Mirror glass is missing, so I don't know if there's any damage in there. And also the mirror caps damaged as well. So hopefully it's going to be quite straightforward to swap over the mirror. I'm hoping the connector's not down there, otherwise I'll take back everything I said about a Honda being simple. Yep, the wiring connector is down there. I take back everything I said about Honda being simple. You. Well, that was hard work. You have to take the door card off, which is a little screw here, a little, and then you have to prise off this cover here, which sits just below the like the armrest, and then there's another screw there, and then you literally just use you can either just pull it off or use some like a plastic lever bar and then pull the whole thing off. And then it just clips in at the top, so you just lift it off the top, and then that falls out under your connector, and the whole door card pulls away. And this stuff is horrible, sticky stuff. Hate it. And I didn't really, once I removed that, it's kind of removed, so I didn't really I wanted to avoid that if possible. Managed to get my old hand through that little gap, and the connector was this one here. And there was just a clip here that was just holding it in, so I couldn't get it out. Just pinch that in, push that through, and the whole mirror comes out. So we'll do the same with the other door, swap the bits over and get that door back on.
All I want is
Right, that's the door complete. Mirrors all on in place, all bolted in, wiring all done. I've put the old door card back on in the end, just because the main reason I didn't want to put it on is because I didn't want to have to undo it. But I had to undo it anyway, so I thought, well, as I'm here, I may as well stick the original door card on. I'm sure that damage is only superficial anyway. Yeah, let's just rub it off. So yeah, that'll be fine. Stuck it on now, so door's all done, ready to be bolted on. There we go, look, door's all fitted. It looks nice now, I've polished it up a little bit. I've pulled the wing out as much as I can. I mean, it's good enough, you can't tell. No normal person would be able to tell. I think it's just a very slight little there, look. But other than that, look, it's sweet. Looks a lot better than it did before. So that's done. So that's the Honda Jazz done. A bit of an overview of what we've done. We removed the boot lid from the donor car. We swapped that over. I was going to use the bumper as well, but if I'm honest, there was a bit of damage on this corner on the other bumper. So I haven't bothered. As you can see, I've kind of done my best to kind of repair that a little bit. So what I've done is I've ordered some paint and I'm just going to do a little smart repair on that. To be fair, it's not that bad anyway, so we'll ignore the bumper from the donor car because we didn't use it. The door we fully swapped over from the donor car, and that's all fitted absolutely spot on, and the wings nice and good as well, so that's all done. And this trim, and I've just replaced that trim, taken that from the old door, so that's done as well. So an overview of the costs. So that's the Honda Jazz all done, guys, and a breakdown of costs. This is just a one-time video, so we've done problem, fix, repair, breakdown of costs all in one video, and I have written them down in front of me so I can't mess it up and look like an idiot. So we have the quote from the body shop to repair just the boot lid, which was £600. I'll write that on this door here. So that's £600 for the boot lid. That wasn't included in this door, but as we have replaced and repaired this door, I have phoned up my local body shop and got a quote to repair that. And they quoted me £225 to repair and paint that door. So we'll add that to the list. And then also the other part we took from the donor car was the trim, which valued at £15. So the total quote to repair this car, if it just went into the body shop and a trim was purchased as normal, was £840, and the body shop would have had the car for a few days. So obviously we sourced a car from Copart, we went and picked it up, and that was I'll write it on this door here, £411 all inclusive of fees and collection. And we removed off that car the boot lid, the door and the trim. So that's £411. I have sold the car, the guy's given me a deposit, he's coming to pick it up tomorrow, and we've sold the car 150 quid. Just get it gone quick, so I don't want it sitting as an eyesore in the yard, so get it gone, 150 quid, job done. So therefore that car has cost us £261. So obviously you can do the maths, £840 from the body shop, and we've paid a grand total of £261. So therefore, by buying a car from Copart, I have saved my nan £579 on repairs.
Right, that's it for today's video, guys. Honda Jazz, all done, one-time video. I had to repair it anyway, so I thought I might as well document it and show you guys. As always, if you do like these videos, please do give it a like, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It helps massively grow the channel. So in the next video, we'll be back on the RS3, and the RS3 will be getting painted, and we'll be painting the bumpers, both bumpers, side skirt, and that's probably it in the next episode, but that is a lot of work, trust me. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.